Hey everyone, this is Aerica Karriem. I am your relationship coach, family mediator. I am your author and speaker. And so today we're going to be talking about prayer alone doesn't work. Prayer alone doesn't work. Now, there will be some people that beg to differ, right? Because things will happen in their life and it will be such a blessing, right? And so I believe in that. I really truly believe that God gives us blessings. But in those blessings, that's called grace and mercy. People I think confuse the two. So, yes, God gives us grace, right? And God gives us mercy. And here's the thing is that you may be saying, you know what? Day I didn't had no money, absolutely no money. And then God's um out of the blue, I had my light bill money or my rent paid or something like that. That is the grace that God had on you. Maybe, just maybe, you have done something where it was the law of reciprocity, where you've done something, you've given, you've done charity work, you fed the homeless, and then it came right around and God knew that this was your time of need. And God said, you know what? I know I'm here for you. I know that you need that help. Now let's talk about the prayer alone doesn't work. So here's the thing, there's a scripture that says faith without works is dead. James 2 and 14. Faith without works is dead. So what does that mean? The question is, does faith alone save you, right? Does faith alone save you? And I would have to beg to differ with people because, in my opinion, that you have got to put in the work. So, my thing, let's go back to the bill paid. And you say, oh, I didn't have any money. And then my electricity bill showed up in my account, right? Now, how long do you think that will happen? It may have happened to you several times, but how long before you get your lights cut off, right? How long do you think that this will happen just miraculously? Money will show up in your bank account without you doing any type of work. Even if you had to make a phone call, even if you had to go get rental assistance or electricity assistance, that's still some work that you had to do. So I don't want people to think that I don't believe in faith. Absolutely, I do. However, I want to say that there's a shift that comes when you are only one-sided and you don't put in any of the work. It's like, okay, let me give you this example. You are which the last few years I have been planting a garden, right? So faith without works is dead. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna give you this hypothetical. So I put the seed in the ground, right? So that was one of the actions that I took. Okay. I made sure it was covered up and everything. And then it germinated, the seed did. Now I have a sprout, right? You see a little bit of green on top of the brown of the dirt. You see the green. But I never went back to water it. I never went back to nurture it. I never went back to do nothing. And the only thing that I'm doing is I'm going to pray about it, right? I'm going to pray that this um whatever I planted, it grows into full term. Where they do that? Where do they do that at? It won't happen, y'all. You need the water for it to grow. So if I don't put the water in and I don't send nobody else to do the water, you can even sit back and do something and then pay somebody to do it for you if the work is still getting done, right? It didn't say that you had to be the one to do it. But if I put the seed in and don't go back ever, then how in the world do I expect for something that I want to eat or a flower or anything to grow to its full term without putting in the work? Even as simple as um watering it, giving it some sunshine, making sure that it has what it needs to grow, right? So let me give you another example. There is so many people that want to grow a business, right? And you're praying for this business and you are saying, you know what? I know that I'm supposed to be a business owner. Well, you cannot just pray about it, y'all. That's where I'm saying that faith without works is dead. You can pray and you can pray and you can pray all day, all night. You can pray and pray and pray. But if you never, ever tell anybody what your business is, that's your action number one, right? If you never, ever do anything else, you don't get any business cards, you don't market, um you don't have a website. Not saying you can't grow without one. Didn't say that part. But you have to be doing something, even if you have other people doing the work for you. There is such thing as employees or word of mouth, right? Or referrals. Those people are actually still taking action so that your business can grow. Okay. So I wanted to give you a couple of um examples so that you know you cannot just be praying about it. Faith without works is dead. And when you go back 50 years, 100 years, only thing they believed in is prayer. Okay, I'm in slavery and I'm going to pray my way out of here, right? I'm in slavery, I'm getting beat every day, and I'm just going to pray my way out of here. Even Martin Luther King was smart enough to lead marches, even if they were peaceful marches, peaceful protests. But the point is they took action in the way that they knew how to take action, right? So my point is that when you go all the way back to slavery and you say, okay, master has been beating me and I'm just going to pray about it, then how does that work for you? And I'm thinking on the outside of that situation, and I'm thinking, why didn't they beat their ass, right? Why didn't they just whatever, why didn't two or three or four of them just go and killing up everybody? I'm just saying, I'm not saying that killing is okay, right? But I'm just saying, like, could it have been another way instead of just praying about it? I'm not for sure if that's a good example or not, because I'm not really for sure. Back in those days, they was hanging people and they'd catch you one by one, so I'm not really for sure if that's a good example or not. But the point is that prayer without works is dead. If you want something in life, you must put in the action. And it's not required that you only put in the action by yourself, right? Because you have these big corporations that have employees, and the CEO, the CFO, the COO is not, the CMO. Those people are not doing the burgers. Those people are not running the cash register, right? Those people are not in the stores every day. So again, the action don't always have to come from you per se, but they need to be doing the work to help the business grow. So I'm wanted to make that clear. The last thing is that I wanted to say is, if you want something, as you're building the momentum and you're praying and you're taking action and you're praying, you have faith, right? That things are going to work out. One thing about I want to share with you too is that a lot of us do not get detailed on what we want. We have to be crystal clear about what we want. I mean, you have to smell it, you have to envision it, you have to have the feelings behind it. This is what I want, right? This is what I desire, okay? And then you have to go after it, because a lot of times people say, well, I just want to be rich. Well, hell, I want to be rich too, but you don't want to be rich in only money. You want to be rich in health. You want to be rich in your relationships, right? You want to be rich in mind, in mindset. You want to be mentally rich, right? So that you can think, so that you can grow, so that you can elevate, so that you can make an impact in the world or in your community or just in your family, whichever one you desire, right? Or all of them. How about that? So you don't want to only be rich with money. You want to be rich all around. And then the reason why I say detailed is because, okay, what is your definition of rich? Because everybody have a different definition, right? You may say, you know what, dear God, I really want to be rich, which means that he may just give you an extra, what, I want more money. You just may say, I just want more money, God, and he may give you that extra $500, but really you was 500, but you was really meaning 5,000. Or maybe you was really meaning 50,000. But you never was specific in detail. You wasn't crystal clear in your mind. You wasn't crystal clear when you was praying. And so God gave you just the 500 and says, okay, we'll deal with that. You just said you wanted more money. So you want to be definitely crystal clear. And the last thing I want to say is, you want to be focused. Again, you want to focus on things that you want, and you don't want to focus on things that you don't want. Let me say that again. Focus on things that you want. You want a better relationship? Focus on that. You want more money? Focus on that. You want better health? Focus on that. Do things that's going to get you the results, and then block out everything else that's not going to help you get yourself there. That's called people. That's called the foods that you are eating now. Block them out, leave them alone, get away from them, right? That is the TV shows that don't serve you. That's the best friend that's gossiping that don't serve you. Focus on things that will help you get your results, that will help you grow, that will help elevate you, and that will help impact your world, your environment, your surroundings, so that you can be the best you that you can be. All right. So that I explained my faith without works is dead, and prayer alone don't work and won't work continuously. Okay. So again, I'm Aerica Karriem. I want to say that I love you. I want what's best for you, and I will be back a little bit later. Talk to you soon, and you have an amazing day. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and follow. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe and follow depending on what platform you are on. Okay. Talk to you later, and I wish you the best. Bye bye.